Hey YouTube, here's Heiko reporting from my garage. I'm sitting on the ground right behind my VW bus and I'm gonna install a safety device. I want to make sure that this thing doesn't catch on fire one day, which VWs are unfortunately known for. So I bought this tiny little thing here. There. I think I paid $8 for two of those. It's a battery cutoff, but it's not a big clunky switch that you have to mount somewhere and then wire in. This one just goes right onto your negative, and I say it again, onto your negative terminal on your battery. So if you have a standard post type style battery in your vehicle, you can put this on, and then the other end is the new post where you put your negative wire. So you close this, the circuit again. This is the post that your normal battery cable goes back on. And then this green little knob is just a kind of like a bolt. If you loosen it up, you interrupt the circuit and the battery is disconnected. You can also completely unscrew this and put it in your pocket and nobody's going to be able to drive away with your vehicle. I saw those on a Mighty Car Mods video. They were installing this into a 240Z from the 1970s, 80s, you know, old Japanese JDM little sports coupe. Oh no, no, they have a coupe, it's not a convertible. Anyways, they had those, and then I just looked around. You can find them at AutoZone, at Napa. They're usually a little more expensive in the store, so if you have a few minutes time or a couple days, order them from eBay. It's actually really simple construction here. I don't know if you guys can see this. Pretty much a two-piece device that's insulated by some white plastic insert, and the two parts get connected as soon as you crank down this knob. So I know my camera is terrible, the lighting is terrible, so when the knob is loose, there's no connection between those two parts, only if you crank it down. And that will really quickly disconnect your battery. You know, your radio might forget the stored radio channels that you have to pre-program once you connect it again. But I kind of like the the peace of mind knowing that all the electrical nonsense, all the electronics in my old bus here are disconnected, and at least from an electrical standpoint, I'm not going to have a fire in my bus. I'm going to show you how that goes on. And that's going to be the end of the video. So I'm just going to flip around and show you where we're going to put this. And then you can think about it if you have an old vehicle in your garage that you don't drive on a daily basis, if you might want to disconnect your battery as well. So this is now the engine compartment of my bus. There's the battery. You can see that I have already disconnected the ground wire here. This is the normal clamp that goes onto the post up there, and yeah, literally you take the ring end, stick it on your post here on the battery, see there, and then here in this case I think it's a 1/2 inch wrench that you would need. I currently have a 13 millimeter, and in case you didn't know that, 1/2 inch is ever so slightly smaller than 13 millimeters, so it's very close. You can use both most cases, and you know, it's a little back there. There you go. And we're just gonna crank this down real quick, free-handing the camera here. Yeah guys, I know I need to really do something about my YouTube camera equipment. This here is a FS100 made by Canon. It's probably 10 years old. It doesn't really have a wide angle lens. I kind of put an adapter ring on there so I can screw on a wide angle lens to increase or decrease the lens capacity, but it's not great. So that's now on. Sorry for the shakiness. There are a couple ring terminals on here. One of them is actually the hookup for my battery tender, and now you just stick that on there. But you got to make sure that however it's mounted, that you're not touching any of the body of the vehicle, or else, you know, you are kind of defeating the whole purpose here. Hold on. Now let's see. Maybe I have to turn the bolt around. There you go. So that way looks pretty neat and tidy. If I want to disconnect the battery, I take the green knob, turn it a couple times, and it's disconnected. Very, very simple. You want to kind of crank down this green knob because you don't want it to get loose because of your rattle in the engine compartment. But yeah, for a parking situation where you don't move your vehicle, the battery will not discharge because of your stereo. You know, if you have any kind of parasitic draw on your battery, this definitely helps. All right, guys. I hope you like that little video about this little product that I found, and maybe you try it out. It's really $5, $6. If you buy it locally, maybe 10, 12, something like that. All right, you guys, take care, and keep your old timer safe in the garage. Have a good one. Bye.